get those coughs out.
Hello, welcome to Showboys. We're here. Season 2, episode 5 of Fallout. A day late, but that's okay. A day late's better than never, I guess.
Right.
And I just blame Patrick.
Yes, I do too.
No, it's all good.
Responsibilities and growing up and working.
Yeah, what the heck? Life. Why does
be a kid, man?
Yeah, why does life have to get in the way of our hobbies?
Right.
No, I'm excited to talk about this. It's a really good episode. Starting the second half of the season strong, following up episode 4, which was really, really good. Excited to hear your thoughts about it. I'm excited to get into some of the, Easter eggs maybe from the games, things like that. Some more of the bigger picture, meta story, stuff like that. There's a lot going on here.
Yes. This was the episode of betrayal.
Well, yeah. What'd you say? Last week was the episode of finalies, and this was the episode of betrayals.
Yeah. And poor Sonny.
Yes.
The shotgunner.
Oh yeah. I have
hilarious.
I have legitimate questions about the size of Sonny's head because maybe his torso was small, but that hat would have been it's like this that would fit perfectly on an infant. Right. What's going on with Sonny's hat, dude? But yeah, man. How you doing tonight?
I'm good. Very, very pumped to talk about this episode. Not pumped that we're getting closer to the end.
Yes.
3 episodes left.
Yep. Hate to see it.
But it's building up to something big. I can feel it.
Yeah. Where you want to start? No better place than the beginning, I suppose.
Yeah, I suppose. So it picks up right after it left off from episode 4. Lucy and the ghoul at the strip with our amazing looking Deathclaw, but not just one.
Yeah.
Not 2, but 3 Deathclaws.
Yeah. So another thing we got right. Pack. We got a pack, baby.
Yep. But the crazy thing, they're caged in.
Yeah.
Is this like a zoo?
Yeah.
Because the very next day, the streets of New Vegas are cluttered with people. It's
How do you feel about that? Because the last episode, when you were explaining the Deathclaws to me, you were, reiterating the fact that in the game, nearly impossible to beat. Yes. And we don't just have 1; we have 3
that we know of,
and they're just barricaded in this section of New Vegas while everyone's living outside,
which could easily tear through that gate.
Right.
Easily. The dude, the
one that
destroyed a hole, I don't know. Maybe they can't. They're pretty big.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of weight to throw around.
Yeah. But and there's 3 of them. You mean you can't do the whole one of them kneels down on all 4s and the other one climbs on its back and then the other one jumps over like
a human ladder?
Yeah, come on.
Claw ladder.
Yeah, what was it? That we've had human ladders. Oh, it was in episode 3 or whatever. 2 or 3.
Climbing up, up the vaulties.
Legends ZA, human ladder. Earlier episode of Fallout, human ladder. It's just a
so many connections.
Maybe it's a 2026 thing. I don't know. Human ladders making a comeback.
And we had another Severance nod in this episode.
Yes.
In the elevator. Cooper, the quick flash between the ghoul and
true.
Cooper.
Yeah.
It's what's going on here? It's like
You
the
just
merging.
you can't get severance off your brain. You're like
I can't.
changing your work call background to the severance office. Now
I just
you're
can't help myself, you know.
yeah.
If they had a drink, I'd buy it. Which I don't know if I'd drink it.
Yeah, well, do you want to? I mean, you teased it.
I have it right here.
Fallout Arizona tea energy drink.
It's a green tea, and can only be purchased on Prime or Amazon Prime. It actually didn't take long for me to get mine, but I hear of someone who had a good experience with that.
Yeah, apparently it's nowhere near the state of Florida because it's taking like a week to get here. So yeah.
See it. Yeah, it's good. I feel like energy drinks, it's only lightly carbonated. They do have some low calorie ones mixed in with the bunch.
This episode brought to you by Arizona.
Yes.
The state, not the tea company.
Right. The whole state of Arizona.
Yeah. Oh man. But yeah, I was confused about the Deathclaw thing. Like the fact that they couldn't break through the barricade, and then on top of that, literally on the other side of the barricade is the rest of New Vegas. They're in a playpen in the center of New Vegas.
Yeah. I don't know a whole lot because from all the experiences I've had with them in game, they roam and you just stay away from them unless they figured out a way to maintain them.
Maybe Hank or Hal?
Hank. Put a chip on the back of them.
Yeah. In my defense, okay, you made fun of me about doing the old man thing. I really thought about it, and my first guess was right. And then 3, I'm watching a movie called The King with Timothy Chalamet and Robert Pattinson.
Nice.
And Timothy plays a character named Hal.
Okay.
So I
watched blending together.
Yeah, I watched Fallout Wednesday, and then we didn't do the episode last night, so I watched a little bit more of The King last night. So Hal is on the mind. But yeah, maybe Hank neck chipped him.
Definitely possible. I don't know how he would test it, but he'd probably be ripped to shreds. Like I said, we don't know enough about Deathclaws to really know. Like, we just know to run away from them because that's what the ghoul did. Like, he got a grenade, threw it in a bag, tossed it, shot it, created a very crappy diversion.
Yeah.
And then they slid out the gate. Then we didn't hear from him again. No more Deathclaws. At least for now. I think we'll get some more action because I may or may not have seen the trailer for next week's episode. There is a certain someone in power armor fighting a Deathclaw, which I'm very excited for. I'm very excited to see that.
I'm sorry. I was reading if fans are outraged about the Deathclaws being trapped in New Vegas.
Are they?
There's mixed opinions about
that.
But yeah, nothing like super concrete that I could find very quickly. Who is fighting a Deathclaw in power armor? That's not a flashback?
No. It's present day. It's got to be Maximus, right?
I try my hardest not to ever watch the coming up.
Yeah, this is the first time I did.
Yeah.
And it was very short. Not much was shown. So
nice. Yeah, I always try to avoid those like every show I watch because I don't want anything to. I want every episode to be a blank slate.
Right.
But yeah, no, that sounds exciting though. Would love to see some of that.
Yes.
But yeah, dude, they get away from the Deathclaws.
Yep.
They follow Meat, Loaf, whatever his name.
Dog meat.
Dog meat through the barricaded
Yep.
door.
And then it's the next day.
And then they're just in the middle of New Vegas, and it's not empty and deserted like we thought it was.
Right. Everyone came out of hiding.
I mean, everyone's sleeping. Everyone knows the strip goes dark and everyone goes to bed.
Yes. But yeah, they have a little interaction here, Lucy and the Ghoul. He's explaining the vaults for management.
Oh yeah.
Saying that he's been to several of them because he's looking for his wife and daughter.
Yep.
And that this one is the only one he hasn't been to.
Yeah, he named some specific cities. Do you remember?
He said California. I think he said one in Oregon.
It was New Mexico or Arizona. Like, funnily enough, maybe Arizona was mentioned because it's right in the same ish area.
Yeah, the whole west side of the country.
Yeah, because I mean, if you think about it, he's been wandering for 200 years.
Yep, that's a lot.
Plenty of time to search many vaults across the country.
Yep. And then Lucy's basically saying, well, considering my current mental state, just go in and blast them. So she wants drugs. Obviously, she's craving some more drugs, and the Ghoul gives Lucy a bag of caps and tells her to go get some Addictol. Which the first time I heard him say that, it wasn't what I thought he said. So
this isn't an HBO show.
Then, right. But Addictol, since you haven't played the games, it's like a cure-all, like how a stim pack is. It cleanses your system of.
So like a full heal in Pokemon.
Yes. Yeah.
Nice.
It cures your addictive whatever
tendencies.
Yeah. And then he leaves to go get wasted at the bar.
Yeah, it's hilarious. He goes in the bar and the interaction he has like with the bartender.
Yeah. And he's carrying on about like all these different factions.
And talks about the death clause, and he's like, it's always someone trying to get in power. As long as they're charging me tax, I don't care.
Well, he was like, big whoop.
Yeah.
Always somebody telling us what to do. I'm trying to think of what else he says. But yeah, the Ghoul essentially just shuts him up. Pretty quickly.
Kind of rude, but
yeah.
Okay.
But he's going through it.
And we kind of learn why.
We learn why. Yeah. This whole journey comes to a point.
Yeah.
So then
you could say that he's kind of like impaled with guilt and
it's just
he's really struggling.
Just right through the chest,
like,
man. It's
like
hitting him.
He's just got this hole sticking through his heart,
Yeah. And the only way to do it is just drown in whiskey. Just got to drown in whiskey,
Yeah. We've all been there.
Yeah. I feel it. Yeah. So then we get a nice little like old school Fallout Galaxy News graphic straight from the games. Oh, it's so good. So good. So it's like a little news thing where, they're deciding the fate of the free world, and House is basically the leader of it. His line, he says, "Where I come from, which is America, the House always wins." And it's the same guy that we've seen from all the other interviews and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Which I didn't get a chance to go through our first video
Mm-hmm.
where we speculated about who he was.
Yeah.
And because we saw the other guy in the bar who was credited.
Watching the interview.
Well, yeah, he was in the corner smoking and I didn't really pick a fight, but picked a fight with the guys and was in the alley. I don't know if we called that. I think there were some questions as to why there were two houses.
Yeah.
Because we talked about the recasting, but I think that was like a, what do they call that?
Red herring.
Yeah. Which is clever because they paid it off really well in this episode. I'm very glad we got our answer. I felt like there was something going on because they kept showing the dude on the TV. Like if they were going to recast House, why still show this guy?
Yeah, quit showing him.
Yeah, like
reshoot. Come on.
This guy actually House?
Yeah.
I kind of felt like that was almost predictable, but it still kind of threw us. You know what I mean? Like it was still kind of like I still questioned it. But we kind of figured. I think we figured that maybe he was like the guy that was doing all House's dirty work, which is kind of true because he is House and he is doing the dirty work. But that it just opens up just how crazy House is because he's out doing all these crazy experiments on people. And like, it's just like undercover boss. Like no one knows who this guy is.
Yeah, just, watching his double do interviews on TV at the bar, hanging out in the bathroom, talking to people while they're peeing.
Yeah.
All the normal.
Yeah. Normal stuff.
Yeah.
So then we see Coop and Barbara in Vegas now. They are with our boy Hank, not Hal. Hank has like this case that's handcuffed to his wrist. He is there, which we discover, in which I believe what's her face from the NCR, who kind of like volunteered Cooper or hired Cooper to take out House. He is taking House the cold fusion.
And isn't like one of the first things that Hank says is like, I don't remember exactly, but essentially like, I have a very high probability of being assassinated.
Yeah. So he takes their luggage and he goes off, and Cooper goes to a payphone, and then the girl whose name is Kate, they're doing the whole like clever talking to each other.
Yeah, until Cooper ruins it and turns around and looks at her while he's
right. There's a small bottle of which I'm guessing is poison in the coin return, and she tells him, "We're giving you the opportunity to save countless lives." Meanwhile, Cooper's watching Hank, and then Cooper tells her he's going to stop the exchange and get the cold fusion back, but he's not going to kill a man. And I think she goes on to say, like, well, you've been in the like you've been in war or whatever, you've killed people.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, but I was wearing
the uniform.
Yeah. Which is legit, he's civilian Coop now. Like he's
and he's like, war is war. You're killing other guys in uniform. You're not just
taking out random people because you don't want them to do something.
Yeah. Yeah. But instead, in war, you're taking out random people because you don't want them to do something, but they're in uniform.
Right.
So it makes total sense.
Right. It never makes sense.
Yeah, no.
Honestly. So now it's I believe it's evening. We're at the strip. I love the security bot. It's like there's like protesting going on, and the security bot's like, "Please remain calm."
Yeah, I remember when I hate saying I remember, just makes me think of South Park. Remember? No, watching a Civ stream, and every time you'd go into like wherever house is located in the game, he would talk to that dumb robot, and that's all I could think about.
Yeah,
This dang dumb robots.
dude, the robots. They add so much to the games. Like it's a good chuckle usually.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they arrive. They are at a Vault Tech hotel. Pretty fancy. And then we see the same representative from that veterans benefit dinner. She's like, whatever. And then she gets thrown down onto the steps.
Yeah,
and everyone just like
rude.
looks at her. But Coop, being a decent human being, helps her up. And she probably recognizes him, maybe.
It would be hard not to, because he's a movie star.
True. Everyone, yeah. She tells him that she's fighting the good fight, and it's mostly a series of humiliations. And Cooper tells her to keep at it. So,
yeah.
And then he walks away.
Yeah, it's one of those, like, it's such a great moment because, man, it's like a very meta thing, right? Because Coop is a movie star celebrity, right? And like, how do I explain this? It felt very real because I feel like we've had similar reactions from celebrities in like real life about things where like he says, even though he agrees with her, at least I think, like I feel like he's on her side, right?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, keep fighting the good fight. But then just walks right into like what she's protesting.
Yeah.
So it's like that whole like two-faced thing where we say one thing, but then just whatever. I'm just gonna forget I said that, and I'm just gonna go right into
But he's in a tricky spot because
he doesn't want to. Yeah.
His wife, he's got to stop his wife, but he can't like expose everything,
and to do what he needs to do, he has to go, like literally has to go.
He has to go along with it. Yeah.
But yeah, it was just one of those things. Like for me, it was like a very like meta. Like yeah, that's familiar.
Yeah. Yep.
It was very familiar. But yeah, like, and you could tell Walton Goggins. I'm like very impressed with him in these last few episodes because he's, kind of very much like a character actor, very, kind of plays similar-ish characters in most things. And a lot of things that I've seen him in, I mean, he's been in like a bazillion things, so this isn't like flat out across the board, but like most of the time, I mean, even Fallout is like kind of a goofy thing. But like these last few episodes had some like really good range.
Yes.
As an actor, I feel like.
Well, and I absolutely, and I echo that 100%, especially towards the end with all like the
prosthetics and
all
stuff.
Like you could see like just in his eyes, like, and the eyes can say so much. And you could see the anguish, like he's because I
even
feel like
without eyebrows.
even without eyebrows, without a nose.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's this episode was good.
Yeah.
Like you said, the last couple episodes, he's really shown a lot.
Yeah, and like everything I've seen him in, he's like a phenomenal actor, but like I feel like we haven't been able to see the range that he's had
Right.
in this season and the other things that he's been in. Maybe there are movies or shows where he has shown that stuff. I just haven't seen them, but man,
Right.
he's a great actor. I love this guy.
Yeah, he's great
He's
for
good.
sure. So
Did you know?
yeah.
You probably did. But have you seen Sons of Anarchy?
Mhm.
he's, he's the tranny.
Yes.
That's the first thing I ever saw Walton Goggins in.
Same. And I was so disturbed by him in that, but
Yeah.
like he was good.
So
like,
good. He's so good at everything.
He's the best acting tranny I've ever seen on the screen.
Yeah, I don't think he could pull that off today. He'd probably get canceled.
He probably would.
Yeah. But also, low-key, Sleeper, one of his best roles. Fat Man. I don't care. I'll say it every time.
Yeah.
Like, dude, he's so good in that movie.
Yep. Just a very bitter, grown-up child man.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah. So they go in to the hotel. Barbara is going to go talk to some reps from Robco. Invites Cooper, but he's like, nah, I'm going to go get some drinks.
At a Nicotini.
Nicotini, yeah.
So this made me have some questions. Again, no history playing the games.
Yeah.
But I figured all of the nuclear references came about post nuclear bombing. So they just named things after like nukes before they dropped them.
Well, Nuka-Cola, which is their soda, that was pre-war.
Oh, okay.
And it's funny because they are all over the wasteland.
Right.
Because you see the vending machines.
Yeah.
And you can still drink them.
Not concerning at all.
Not at all. But yeah, that is interesting. Yeah, that they definitely called that.
Okay. Well, that's good to know that it wasn't just like a slip up in the show.
Nope.
That's wild. Could you imagine us having like nuclear themed like?
Well, it's because their technology was all nuclear powered things.
Yeah, that's true.
Where we diverged in history was they didn't like really dive into like the technology like we did. Like we made our computers smaller and smaller. They just kept them big and they focused on more nuclear, and their computers just kept they stayed the same size, and like that's why they still had like the box TVs forever. But their robotics also like skyrocketed. That's why like in the 50s they had robots. They had helper bots.
Yeah. I mean, like if you like, because it sounds like they would focus more on like the energy sector and refining energy in a way, right?
Which, yes, and I love things like this where they do like an alternate history, like they split off from a certain point. Like this was like around World War II, right? They went a different direction. I think that's the same with the Man in the High Castle,
Yeah.
which is around the same time as well. So interesting. But yeah, I love stuff like that. Like, cause
Yeah.
it's like a big what if scenario.
Yeah.
But yeah. So anyway, they Cooper follows Hank all over the place. Then we see House walk into the room. And then he goes up to Cooper and says, Mr. House would like to see you. Aren't you House? He is not House.
Yeah.
This was like the big, like, oh, all right. Nice little twist.
Yeah.
We
Made
kind of
us realize that we're not actually crazy.
right. There is an actual House and there is an imposter. And I kind of felt like the dude in the bathroom and the dude at the bar was House all along. But then, yeah, he goes in the elevator and we get the nice little reveal of House at the big screens, which like looks very similar to the game, which is really cool. They do it so well. I love it.
Yeah, I feel like that whole room was like, again, just from watching Civ stream, like that whole room felt like very accurate.
Yeah.
And
I love it when
I gotta say, I for the whole time thought the guy in the bathroom and at the bar was House.
Yeah, I mean that's what I basically said. Yeah, that was kind of my leaning. I mean, I wasn't sure at first.
Yeah.
But like really bad like recasting job, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
But it's it's funny because Cooper says, from the toilet? The guy from the bathroom? Really? You're this guy?
Very creepy. Like, why did you do that?
Well, and then House says, I know that you've come here to kill me.
And now it's officially awkward.
Now it's officially awkward. But we get a break from that temporarily. And we see the guy from the first season, the snake oil salesman, just like nice little random montage going down the street, getting attacked by a rad roach.
Dude, that in the middle of the montage was so funny.
And this guy,
because he's just like skipping, walking around all happy, and then it just abrupt cuts. He's like screaming and stabbing this room.
I love it so much.
Oh my
I love like just I don't
Yeah.
even know what to call this type of humor, but it's just hilarious.
It's great, yeah.
So he, and that's the whole like, let's get lucky, shall we? And this part was very awkward. Because if you don't know the games, this next part won't make any sense to you. He was talking to a sex bot.
Oh. Okay.
Basically. Because he makes the comment, well, because Hank shows up.
Yeah.
And then the salesman is like, hey, go over there. You can't watch. Or go whatever over there.
Behind the bushes, at least.
So then he knocks him out.
Yeah.
And takes him to Vault Tech to experiment on him.
Doink.
Doink.
Yep.
And as you know, they drive past the one room with the cryopods, and we see Barbara and Janie.
Yep. So old Ghoul was right.
Yep.
Now,
so
where I still don't even know like where this
they're in Vegas. They're in New Vegas.
It's in New Vegas. Okay.
Yep. They're under. I think he's under all that.
Right. Is the build? Wait, hold on. The building is around or inside the Deathclaw pen?
That Hank's in.
Yeah.
I think
Right? Because wasn't that what Lucy and the Ghoul are talking about? Where she's like, we can just go through and
I think they had to. I think it's underground somehow, somewhere,
okay.
because they had to like go through that. Um, I don't know New Vegas well enough to say for sure,
Right.
but I'm pretty sure it's a bunker underground, just like the other vaults. But this is like an elite bunker, so it's going to be a lot bigger and a lot more fortified and protected. Which I'll have to look at that reveal again when Hank walks in, because we see the building,
Yeah.
but it's dark, and I don't remember what was like around it, like
Right.
if it looked like it was underground or if it was just dark out.
Right.
Anyway, so the salesman wakes up. He's got the chip on his neck. And he's like trying to get out. He can't.
Yep.
And then Hank is like, how would you like to forget everything you've ever known? Every choice and every moment you cherished will be wiped away from your memory. Your motor skills will be, you'll still function. You'll still be able to do everything.
Essentially severance.
Yeah. Yes. And then the salesman's like, yes, please. He's like very enthusiastic about it. So,
yep.
So then,
see, I thought that was the severance reference you were talking about.
No,
I mean,
but it is very much a severance nod. So Hank turns up the volume. We get the slow pan back, thinking that he's gonna meet his end. Nope.
Yeah,
it works.
I love it though, because he's like, at first he's just like, okay, and then he turns up a little more. He's like, okay.
He's
and
like,
then he turns it up a little more, and he's like, and starts screaming. And then the camera gets back on him. He's like, all right,
let's begin.
Yeah.
Yep. I am looking up something real quick as we continue.
Sure.
So our next moment is with our group of vaulties.
Yeah.
They approach the Vault Tech building, and inside everything is a mess, to be expected, right?
Mm-hmm.
People are dead. The janitor didn't do their job, and the secretary is at the desk doing what she loved right when she died.
Yeah.
And then we hear like a lot of ruckus in the elevator.
Great word, by the way.
And then the one guy is like, I need to craft a weapon.
Yeah.
Such a game.
Great.
Such a game thing to say.
Can you craft weapons in Fallout?
Yes.
Oh, that's amazing.
Starting in 4, I want to say, because I think you could like slightly modify in 3, but in 4 you could like get blueprints for weapons and make them at a workbench, which is really cool.
That's awesome.
And then the two, well, I know for sure the one lady, but I don't know if the other lady was there, but they were both from Philly from season 1.
Yep.
And so they like, the one lady is talking to Norm, and then the other lady is like eating a can of something, talking to the other ones. And the one girl's like, what's in the elevator? And the lady's like, a roach farm.
Yeah, don't you touch my roach farm.
Yeah. And they're like, how big are they? And she's like, not big enough for market, which I don't know what that means, but like I make a living somehow, right?
That's weird.
So meanwhile, the other lady is talking to Norm, and she tells him that Philly has been destroyed by the Brotherhood, and also tells him that Lucy is dead.
Yeah.
And she tells him to go home.
Yeah.
That it'd be best for them to just go home.
Yep. All you Vaulties, just go home.
Yep. And then they leave and they say good luck.
Yeah. No, they end up in a different building later, right?
They're in the same building. They're just like, they go
Different
up.
floor. Okay.
Yeah. Which I was very bummed with how that played out.
Yeah.
Because almost got an answer. Because they get to Barbara's office.
Yep.
But anyway, we get a nice little break from them. And we're now back with Lucy walking down the street. And she sees the sign for a dick doll.
Yep.
But it's now 1,000 caps instead of 250, which is outrageous for some a dick doll. So she's like, clearly she doesn't have enough for it, so she keeps walking. And she looks back, and in the alley, she sees the door, the side door open. So like any other Fallout player would do, walk in,
yeah,
see what's going on, maybe sneak around and take what you need, you know?
Yeah.
So she grabs the dick doll, and then she sees a power fist.
Yeah.
This thing is so awesome.
So is that a weapon in the game?
Yes.
Okay.
Very awesome weapon.
You know what else it kind of is? Unintentionally, maybe a little nod to, I mean, obviously it's from the game. It's not this, but also very reminiscent of Vi's power
Arcane,
fist
yes.
from Arcane. And
yep.
Who did Ella Purnell voice in the game? Not Vi. Jinx. So that I thought that was kind of neat. Obviously, having no idea that it was actually a weapon in Fallout, the first thing I thought of was Vi.
Well, yeah,
and Arcane, which I thought was kind of cool.
Yeah, so many cool things. Like I was watching another YouTuber talk about this episode, and they were talking about the shop and how like they've got all the different items and just junk that you could go in and get. It's awesome. And just the detail that they put into the show is superb. So, and then we hear someone coming down the stairs, and she like ducks down, and we watch this person walk down the steps, and like shoes that are like 5 times too small. And she's like, she stuffs a bunch of stuff in a bag, and she's kind of like sneaking out, and the man sees her, and he's like, hey, this dude is wearing clothes that are way too small for him.
Yeah.
I'm like,
yeah,
what is bro doing?
Yeah.
But all this kind of like answers really quickly. She sees the picture of the guy, and she looks at the guy, and she's like, are you Sonny?
Yeah.
And he's like, he left town.
Yeah.
And she's like, so he's not in the trash can behind me? And this whole exchange is amazing. And he's like, no, that's the guy who tried to rob the place. And Lucy's like,
naked?
He's naked. Did he come in here naked? And he's like, yeah, lots of people do it.
It's not weird or anything.
It's perfectly normal to come in here like naked and try to rob the place.
Yeah. You got a problem with naked robbers, Lucy?
Clearly she does. But then we see the wall of guns, and he looks at the wall of guns, and she's like, "Don't do that. I don't want to maim you." And he grabs the gun, is about to shoot her, but she shoots him first, and
She's still buffed up.
she like walks up to him to apologize, and he's dead. She killed him. And then another person walks in, and they're like, "Who are you?" And Lucy is like maybe coming to her senses a little bit. Like, she's not who she was 2 episodes ago.
Mhm.
She's now stealing and like killing people. Like, I mean, this guy wasn't technically innocent, but a guy that didn't need to die.
Yeah.
You know, just killing random people. She's definitely losing herself a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say of all the things that are causing her to be lost, I would say murking that dude in the shop was probably the least of them.
True.
Because he was going to shoot her.
Yeah. I mean,
but like stealing, getting addicted to drugs, like.
But as far as like
but for
shooting him, like she could have just shot him in the leg, like she would have, like at the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
And she just straight up killed him. Like,
that's true.
But yeah, I get your point. Like, that's probably the least of the losing it.
Yeah. Speaking of losing it, when she finally takes Dick Doll.
Dude, that's wild. So
I don't know why a good barf gag just gets me every time.
Oh, when it was excessive, like it was a lot.
Like how much America level?
How much stuff is in there?
Yeah.
Usually that's like
she's definitely gonna need to hydrate it.
That's like a couple days worth of vomit right there. I'm telling you.
Yeah. It's gross.
Yeah, it's very gross. But so we get a quick little moment with the ghoul. He takes the whiskey bottle and goes upstairs, and it's another flashback. It's dude, this is an amazing conversation. So Cooper's at the top of the steps. House is sitting in his chair, and House is like, "I've been following you for some time. Not a fan of your films," but he's interested in Cooper.
Yeah.
Our destinies are mathematically intertwined. And then this is where we find out that the other person is pretending to be House.
Yeah.
For like 10 years.
Must be a good paying gig.
For real. So House invites Cooper to come downstairs. And like they go back and forth like for probably too long. And Cooper's like, "I'm not coming down there." And House is like, "Come down here." And he's like, "I'm not coming down there." Like, it's just childish, but it was awesome. That little moment, like, it was great. I chuckled. And he tells Cooper that he was in Alaska with him. Not physically, of course. He's not insane. I think that's what he said.
Yeah.
But he basically had access to Cooper's armor because he sold a piece of it to another company. So he had access to like what Cooper was seeing. And he
saw
knew
what Cooper saw.
Yes, he saw the demon in the snow. And he also said, and it's connected to the future of this great nation and Cooper's wife. What does that mean?
I don't know, but that's rude.
That's crazy.
Life into this.
So Cooper finally goes downstairs. And this is where House tells him that he knows everything, which he doesn't, because he goes on to say that there's a variable that's an unknown.
Yeah.
But anyway, he presses a button that reveals a hidden room. He's waiting for the cold fusion so he can basically
Live forever.
Live forever. Roboticized, non-biological to protect Vegas from the coming nuclear war.
Yeah.
And then Cooper says, initiated by my wife. And House said, unclear. And then Cooper asks, well, by Vault-Tec then? And then House says, I doubt that. Despite what we both heard in that meeting.
Yeah,
so
very interesting.
Here's okay. You remember that scene, right? Where they're in the room, they're talking about that, and that's where Barbara says, well, we could drop the bombs ourselves.
Right.
She looks to a glass, whatever, where we see a silhouette of a man. So I think she's working for someone.
Yeah.
It's definitely not anybody that's in that room that's calling the shots.
Right. Yeah. Interesting. And do we think, is that the unknown variable he's talking about?
It's got to be. Well, also because of routinely design and run mathematical paradigms based on global political and socioeconomic conditions to predict future events.
AKA he's autistic.
AKA he is the dude from Foundation, our boy Jared Harris.
Yeah. Big J Rock.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is what he did.
And he calculates what? The date of the
end of the world, yes.
Which is,
I don't know the exact date, but it's Cooper's
April 17th, 2065 or something like that. At 5:17 a.m.
Down to the time. Like he's got it figured out.
So this is what I was talking about at the beginning of the episode, before we went live. When I was scrolling through the old social medias, I saw a post, that in the game, according to the computer and like the whatever the Fallout 3 Alaska DLC is, the program or whatever was launched on April 20th at 5:17 p.m. or something. So essentially, like, I wish I would have saved that post, but what they're saying is like the attention to detail between the games and the show, like they made those dates line up to where it makes perfect sense to what House is talking about in the game and what actually happened, which I thought was really cool. Really awesome. And probably would have hit way harder if I played these games.
Yes.
I would have been like, oh my gosh, the Leo meme. I would have done that. But yeah. Were you aware of that?
No. I didn't play the DLC. I didn't know the date didn't.
Never mind then.
Hit anything other than it being Janie's birthday.
Yeah. I wonder what the significance there is, or if it's just coincidence.
But House also tells him he doesn't know how Cooper fits into all this, but he wasn't even supposed to come to Vegas. But it like bumped up the end date by a month, right?
Yeah.
So it's crazy. He kept saying it's irksome. He doesn't like unknown variables. Cooper says the person who wanted me to kill you thinks that you're going to end things by selling Vault-Tec the weapons it needs. And I mean the bombs won't be dropped by House or any of the people of Vault-Tec. And this is where House says he believes there's another player at the table. the same unknown entity that's responsible for the demon in the snow. Cooper asks him who. House says, I don't know. Like I said, Irkson. And then he puts this helmet on, which is the same helmet from the game that he wears that preserves him. He says, if I'm not the house, what if someone else is? And Cooper says, what if you're just a lunatic? In which House says, look inward, pretending to be a cowboy while your wife makes apocalyptic proposals at board meetings. And
ouch.
Yeah. So House reveals to Cooper that Cooper's like storming off at this point. And House reveals that he's building a missile system to defend Vegas. But from who? What if it's you? I think you're a killer. And then this is my severance moment. Cooper is drinking, like pouring the flask on his face, like trying to drink it. And it's flashing between him and the ghoul. Dude, totally severance. I love it. So that's that part. Then we get back to the Vaulties. They're in the comms room. They're trying to contact the investors from 200 years ago. Somehow they're going to be alive, which is weird. And Norm talks to the one girl, Claudia, who was only employed for a week and signed up for this program. She's crying. She's lost her parents, her friends, her cat named Puppy. She's like, funny, huh? And Norm's like, I mean, not right now, I guess. But yeah, they have a little moment. Like, he asks her if she knew anything about the whole anything to do with Vaults 32 and 33, but she does say that she remembers an exec, Barbara Howard, responsible for all the vault proposals, which is a big deal because the vaults, I'd say 90 to 95% of them were created for experimentation only, with no intention of anyone surviving. Like, most of them designed to fail. Like, and this is who is in charge of this.
Unbelievable.
Is she the brains behind that? It makes you wonder.
Yeah, and also, Norm's trying to figure out what the heck the dang experiment is in this phase 2 thing. So
yeah, luckily, well, not for very long. His computer skills must be very high in like experience, because he's able to break into her computer. And he's looking through the files. They're talking, and Claudia basically outs him, like, you're not really Bud's successor. Like, you're not absolutely nuts like the rest of them. But Ronnie is there listening, which is not good. And she says, if they realize you took that from them, there's no telling what they do. And then she says that she could really use a drink. And Norm says he's never had a drink. So she leaves to go get some drinks, which is a great time for a drink. And he finds a file named FEV, which means forced evolutionary virus, which means super mutants. which might also mean,
I was hoping you were going to say, which means,
which leads to a character named the Master.
Okay. Now, you had brought up the super mutants at some point during the season, yeah?
Yes.
All right. Tell me more about them.
So basically, more experimentation. I mean, our government was doing some pretty shady stuff. I mean, they're experimenting with lizards.
Just kidding.
You've got the Death Claws, which is pre-war.
Not super mutants. Something different.
Well, right? This was something that was in the works. They could have been testing before the war. It was definitely like a file on her computer pre-war. So this was something that was like already planned.
But super mutants and Death Claws are different things.
Totally different. Yep.
Okay.
As far as like the timing of the FEV, I don't know exactly how it all played out. It could be vault related. Like they might have had a vault where they experimented on people just to see what this virus would do. Because the one picture I'm looking at is like a pool of green goo.
No.
So not good. Not good. No. And another timing thing, I'm just not sure like where the Master plays in and all this.
Yeah.
But he's basically a gob of flesh on a computer monitor.
Oh, okay.
With a face and like tubes coming out of his head.
Nice.
He's pretty gnarly looking. So I hope they go this direction because this would be very wild. And if they add super mutants to this, it'd be great.
That sounds crazy.
I will have to read up on it a little bit more, but
so
all that to say, I'm very excited for this.
Do you think that that has anything to do with their vaults?
Maybe.
I'm still need to know what phase 2 is.
32 and 33?
Yeah.
I mean, well, I don't think so, just because of Stephanie and what's-her-face's conversation in the vault where Steph said that the experiments are over. Unless they're not. I mean, she could be lying, obviously, but that might be like a higher level type thing that she would never know about.
Yeah. But also, it's been like 200 years, so wouldn't there be mutants by now?
There would be. And they would be here. I don't know if they were in the game. I can't remember if they were in the game. That's actually something I should look up. But yeah, I don't know. That's something I'll have to look up some more about, like the Master, because he might not even be around right now because that was Fallout 3. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I can look that up later. Either way, we're getting super mutants, and I'm excited.
Yeah, it sounds rowdy.
It's going to be rowdy. They're not as big of a threat. Well, yes, they are, because they carry really big weapons like rocket launchers and like, what are they called? The Fat Boys. The one that shoots. Shoots like the mini nukes.
Oh, jeez.
But yeah, they're pretty wild and a very big threat in the games. But anyway, Norm's discovery gets cut short because Ronnie walks in, unplugs the cable. They have a little tussle, and then Ronnie like chokes him like 1 inch of death. I don't I don't know if it's plot armor or if Ronnie's just showing a show of force, like you don't know who you're dealing with or whatever, or we all know your secret now, but you have to listen to us.
Yeah.
So something, I don't know.
Yeah,
We'll see how that plays out.
Ronnie seems pretty nefarious, so
Yes.
not a fan.
Yeah. So that kind of wraps up like the whole Volty storyline for the episode. A nice little cliffhanger to kind of wait for. And then we get Lucy walking down the street and she takes the dick doll and then throws up a lot.
A lot.
So, and then she gets to where the ghoul is and they're like about to have a conversation, but like Lucy throws up again out the window, probably on somebody because we hear someone say, "Hey, watch it." And then he sits her down and she says thanks. And this is where the flag started popping up, where he says, "Least I can do, considering." And then we see our boy, the salesman, all cleaned up, looking sharp, still looking kind of deathly in the face, but cleaned up at least. Nice haircut, or nice do. And he has a message from Hank. Hank is very impressed with how far, that she's followed him this far. But unfortunately for her, Hank is in an underground facility and you're unable to get there without explicit invitation.
Yeah.
So, but then Lucy's like, "You're going to take us there." And he's like, "I don't have permission to do that." And then this is where he says he's watching over the ghoul's wife and daughter, basically threatening that, he would unplug them.
Yeah.
But they wouldn't survive.
Yeah, and the ghoul's like, "Yeah, sorry, Lucy, you've always just been a bargaining chip."
The whole time.
Ouch. That, that big metal rod in his chest that we saw him kind of struggling with earlier in the episode reveals itself. And essentially, does the salesman have a name?
Just a snake oil salesman. That's
Let's
what
call him Sneck.
Sneck.
So Sneck was like, "Yeah, you gotta take Lucy home."
Yep.
And Lucy's like, "Heck no, dude. We made it all this way.
Yeah.
I need to bring my father to justice," essentially.
Yep.
And the ghoul's like, "Yeah, sorry, Lucy, I'm taking you home." And
well, he says to her that Hank is working on something and says it would be better to wait it out at home, safe and sound. And he's like, "Do you accept?" I don't know what Hank's got planned, but like maybe he's going to drop another bomb somewhere. Because I don't know if the missiles in Vegas are still active or if there's any more. But he could be planning to drop some more bombs.
Start calling him Rocket Man.
Yeah, for real.
Kim June Hank.
It's fitting.
Yeah.
So the ghoul shoots her with a tranq dart.
Yep.
She tries to attack him, but falls to the ground. He says, "Take a nap. When you wake up, you'll be home." Couldn't be helped. Takes a drink of whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
And we get a nice little quick montage of like Coop drinking everything. And he's like,
no,
like he gets on the missile, like he's riding a missile instead of a bull.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like a back and forth. And then Lucy stands. She has the power fist and punches the ghoul out the window, and it's like slow motion. He's falling backwards, and then right through a spike.
Yeah, then
Or
he's
post.
struggling with the very literal metal rod sticking through his chest.
Yes. Yes.
So he is a ghoul.
Yeah, he's not dead.
Is he dead?
No.
No.
He'll recover.
Just hanging out.
He's just chilling. He's so drunk that he probably doesn't even know what's happening. He does.
He wakes up and he's like laying on the ground because he slid like all the way down the pole.
An entire night has passed and it's now day, and he's made his way down to the street.
And he's like, well, this is awkward. Like, how do you get out of that? Human ladder is the only answer.
This is crazy because I think Lucy understands his predicament. Like, obviously she doesn't accept it because she's there to get her dad.
Yeah.
But also understands that the ghoul finally knows where his wife and daughter are, or has known all along.
Yeah.
So it's like this betrayal, but like she understands. And then he also understands, like, I just betrayed this girl that like I have saved.
Yeah.
I have helped. So it's just messy. Whether there'll be any kind of redemption to their friendship,
reconciliation.
I don't know if that'll happen.
Yeah. I mean, I'd say they're pretty even right about now.
Yeah.
Like, sure, the ghoul drugged Lucy and was going to take her back, but she also punched him through a window and impaled him on a stake. So, kind of even.
So, quick little thing happens before the end. Cooper falls off the missile, and Barbara is there,
mm-hmm.
and they go back to the room, and he says, "We need to talk." So, obviously, they're going to talk about the cold fusion thing that he knows about, what she's up to, and this is going to escalate quickly. I have a feeling it's going to be crazy. But then we get back to Lucy. She's in and out, and we see someone walk into the room, and it's Hank. And he calls her my little sugar bomb. How precious. And then it ends. And the song, oddly enough, is called "You Always Hurt the Ones You Love." How fitting.
Yeah, man.
So that's it.
That's it. It's done. It's over. Yeah, great episode. Again, we got like some-ish answers, but not nearly enough. So I'm very much looking forward to these last 3 episodes, see if we get some sort of like what's the word I'm looking for? Resolution or whatever, closure to some of these like outstanding story threads that we have.
Yeah.
Didn't see any of the Brotherhood this episode, which is fine because we saw a lot of them last episode.
Yeah, we did. Last couple.
Yeah. Yeah. They got a lot to do in the last 3 episodes, but I'm looking forward to it.
I mean, with their pacing, I feel like it's all converging, right? Like they're all going to be there.
Yeah, because last we saw Maximus and what's his friend's name? I always forget. Starts with a T, I think.
Thaddeus,
that's it. They're just running. We'll see if they find their way to Vegas or what happens with them. But yeah, like, so is Hank gonna take Lucy to his bunker?
Yeah.
Then we have the ghoul like trying to get to the bunker now, if he's not dead, which he can't be dead.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. There's just a lot of stuff.
So I looked it up, and the super mutants are in New Vegas, the game, but
No,
they're like out in like distant like mountains or whatever.
hmm
They're not like in the area.
okay.
I was trying to find the one dude, the master.
Mm.
But yeah, I think we could possibly get that.
Yeah, you think they will make an appearance of some sort before the
Yeah.
season's over?
Or it might be the big cliffhanger at the end.
Mm. Yeah.
But yeah, I'll look more into that and we'll
I
talk about
like
it
it.
next time.
I like it. Yeah, man. So first off, thank you guys for listening. Make sure you subscribe or follow us wherever you're listening on. Next week, actually, I think tomorrow night, Chad and Nick will be doing like
Yes.
the episode 0 of the Night of the Seven Kingdoms season. So it's like if you're not familiar with our companion series, how they work, typically, not always, but typically we'll try to do what we call an episode 0, where we just kind of get hyped for the season that's coming. We'll talk about recap what's happened up to this point, speculate on what we think might come. So I think they're doing that tomorrow night, maybe, because I believe
So.
the episode starts, or the season starts. The first episode releases on Sunday night, and then they'll be here live on Tuesday night to recap the first episode. We'll be back next Thursday to recap episode 6. Pokey Boys will be starting soon. We're going to be recording the first episode here in the coming weeks. January Game Club episode is going to be coming out at the end of the month. We played Cat Quest 2. We're doing our new format. So actually, I'll be chatting with Ugly Kid Joe Cross, who's the one who suggested the game. We'll go through it, give our review and our thoughts, and then, of course, anyone else who played the game or the way the game club has changed. If you have no desire or the ability to play the game that won, you're like free to play the game that you suggested. So, like past episodes, anyone who either played the game of the month or played the game that they suggested can send in their review, so those will be included in the episode as well. So that should be coming before February, so look out for that. But until next time,
hold on.
What's up, Jeffrey?
One quick theory,
okay,
before we end it, because I just gotta get it out, because I gotta say it. Thaddeus is going to become a super mutant.
You heard it here first.